Hey everyone, Happy New Year. It's Aryan. Hope you all had a great New Year's and holiday season. So two things. One, I apologize. I was supposed to be at Windy City this past weekend, but unfortunately, I had flights cancellations due to both COVID and the storms. And as a result, I didn't really have a way back, and I couldn't make the competition. So yeah, sorry for anyone who I was hoping to meet a lot of you there. But it is what it is. Although I will be moving to Chicago next year for at least a couple of years. So if you live in that area, I'll definitely see the competitions in the future. So without further ado, thanks to the Cubicle for a recent set of cubes I got. Very exciting new releases, and look forward to showing you all. So the first thing is part of the sale. I'd recommend checking out their site right now. I think there's still a sale going on. That they send you these free mystery puzzles if you order above a certain amount. And I was kind of curious to know what that was. So I'm sure a lot of you are as well, seeing that. So here's some examples. So the first one they sent me, I think this was it's called the Chi Warrior W. So I think before they released if you guys were around, I think 2014, 15, when they had a Thunderclap. Remember I used to use that as my main for like over a year, maybe a couple of years. It's a really good cube. So this is the Warrior W, which I think was before Thunderclap. And I could see kind of why I chose that cube. So this is non-magnetic, and it's like very fast and crunchy, but at the same time, you can turn it, pretty well. That's not what's happening right now, but just kind of going into it. Yeah, there we go. Or not. Just it is fun to turn this, so I can definitely see why. This was before the Thunderclap, I believe, so I can definitely see why I chose to make that cube. So it's a nice little item from them. Got this 2x2. I think this is the MF2 2x2, so the MoU budget one. Again, surprisingly good cube. Unfortunately, it's hard to recognize because of the shades on this. I think this is one of the specialty shades, so I don't quite know how much use this is going to be, but cool cube. And I guess if you're on a budget, to get the original MF2 2x2, looks like a solid cube to me. Then again, I don't really do 2x2, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, another fun item. Lastly, I got this. This is like a ghost cube, but it's a 3x3x1. And yeah, I know, pretty interesting. Obviously, I haven't gotten around to doing a lot of it. It's not in 3x1. Sorry, it's like a mega mix. So it's like a pentagon over here. You have 5 axes you can turn around. It shouldn't be too hard to solve, but I haven't quite done that yet. So I should probably do that. Let me see if we can do it here, actually. 2, 3. Okay, well, think one piece. This. Nah, it's this piece over here. I think that goes there. Yeah. So I can. Yeah, fun. I can actually just solve this. It's weird. It does not fit the way I thought it would. Maybe it's this piece. No, it's flush there. Okay. In any case, I will figure out how this thing looks in the end and solve it. And oh, cool, that piece is solved. So this has to be some sort of a commutator here, but it doesn't seem that these pieces are actually matching the way I think they would. Is there a way, some way to change orientation that I'm not aware of? Because I feel like this is flipped. Weird. Okay, yeah, I'll figure this out. Looks like a cool puzzle for sure. But yeah, the mystery puzzles from the Cubicle. Now onto the speed cubes that I got. So I'll start out with the 5x5. So as you guys know, I've tried out a bunch of 5x5s, and I still like the Vogue 5 the best. This is the Celeritas version. Just thought I've had the Angstroms for a while, and getting a bit old. So I wanted to try something a bit newer. And yeah, Celeritas, definitely a good cube. What do you call it? They weren't kidding when they said it's less break-in time than the Angstroms. And yeah, it has a good speed to it. Though I think the Angstrom, however, does have a better lube job done to it, and not in that quality of lube, it has more lube in it. So as a result, I think with this cube, it still feels a little bit dry on the edges. than the Angstrom one does, which is just like very like loopy and smooth. So I think I'm gonna stick with the Angstrom one for now, but this is also a very good option if you kind of want something a bit easier to break in. And like I'd say the speed, it's, I think in the end the speeds are around the same. I think with the 6 and 7, I remember the Solaritas ones were a lot faster. But I think 5x5 being, I guess, small enough, it's about the same speed wise, since the 5x5s themselves don't take too much time to break in compared to 6 and 7 Angstrom versions. Yeah, it's definitely a great option for if you wanna try that out. And yeah, it definitely has a lower break-in time. Oops. Yeah, still breaking it in, as you can see. But yeah, I would recommend. Then the 4x4, I got the Mystic Worm Aosu. So same story. I tried the NGC and the Worm, and I've used my Worm for quite a while, so I wanted to just get it replaced in some sense and try something new. And yeah, this is very good. So I've never actually owned a Mystic Cube before from the Cubicle, and yeah, it does not disappoint. So it was really nice. It's actually like very fast, this cube, very glidey and fast. And I wasn't sure because I was told the Mystic is fast, but also I know the Traxxas is in general slower. Like Angstrom was, in my experience, kind of produce an overall faster feel, but this one's actually really fast, which is nice for sure. It's a plus. I'm still getting kind of used to the speed and feel. It is a different feel, like with the Yellow. So it's definitely kind of thing I get used to. But yeah, I can see this becoming a new main in time once I get used to that. Yeah, I know, very very good cube. I'd say yeah, between this and the Angstrom version, I guess I currently would still probably go for the Angstrom version. But I mean, really, they're both fantastic options. So either one works. I think Angstrom one's a bit more controllable. This one's a bit more glidey, but neither of them is too slow or too fast. They're all kind of within the ballpark that at least I like my cubes in. So yeah, no, really really good cube. I'm a big fan. Cool. For Megaminx, so this is the Yuhu V2. I got the Angstrom one. So I've just been hearing all kinds of great things about it. It's also like supposed to be like a cheaper Megaminx than like a lot of the previous Megaminxes and competitors. So it's really like more of an open market for everyone. So just wanted to see what it was like, and I do enjoy Megaminx. And I was using the GAN Angstrom GAN before this, so I was told these were better, and no, it definitely doesn't disappoint. Great speed for sure. It's also like it's a bigger cube, which in some sense gets you into good habits in terms of your look ahead. So it forces you to like turn a bit, like I wouldn't say slower, but turn a bit calmer, and like letting you look ahead more as opposed to the GAN. Definitely like a lot more stable than the GAN too, which is flexible, but at the same time compared to the Galaxy V2, it's a lot faster. Yeah, the speed of this thing is great. It's very fast. Just something I like a lot for Megaminxes, because there's just so many pieces and awkward finger tricks. So yeah, I know, I definitely think it's a very good puzzle. The one issue I had with it was just the corner cutting on the reverse side. So it was fine on forward cuts, but reverse cutting was just a bit harsher than it was on the GAN. Probably about the same as the Galaxy, but the kind of, yeah, I'd say compared to the GAN, just maybe not as much, but definitely stability comes with that. So if you're really looking for something a bit more stable and fast, this is a great option for a Megaminx. Yeah, no, overall I'm very happy with this, and likewise could also see it becoming oops, wrong. I don't know my Megaminx PLL too well. Pretty sure that was the R perm. Okay, I do know this one though. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, definitely would say check this one out. It's a good option, and it's like a lot more affordable than the other ones. I haven't tried the Diane one out, which is also supposed to be very good, but yeah, I definitely think this is a great cube. Now for the 3x3s, I got two. I got the Ars 3M 2020 Angstrom Plus, and then the Angstrom WRM 2021. So I guess we can start with this one. So I actually, yeah, I think when I first unboxed it, I thought it was a pretty good cube. But after breaking it in, it's I think Stephen Wintringham said this very well in the Cubicle video, that it just turns to slow down and speed up on unexpectedly. So like you'll get it like feel like really nice one moment, and then it'll just get like really slow and have a lot of turning resistance, and it was unreliable for me. I did loosen the magnets up. They were the tightest setting. I made them the middle setting, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made it setting 3, just because like on the slower faces of this cube, I feel like that helped out. But I still, I think the corner cutting is great. It feels a lot more like a GAN cube than a previous Moto cube. I guess like the GAN X is probably a good comparison as to what this is like. But yeah, no, I do. As of now, maybe I'll grow to like this cube and like adjust to it and figure out how to do it correctly. The setup is certainly great. I mean, Angstrom has always kind of given me great setups, great cubes in terms of setup. But I think for now, I definitely prefer the original Worm, the 2019 version, over this. It's just like don't exactly find it reliable, and my times aren't too great on it either. Just too much speeding up and slowing down without expecting it to happen, and the slow phases really get like you have a lot of turning resistance when that happens. It's not like slow as in controllable, it's like slow as in it just doesn't want to turn. So it's like two different feels. So yeah, I mean, these cubes are right, but I haven't been too impressed just yet. Maybe my mind will change as I break it in. I just like right now I'm turning it feels pretty nice, but there have been times where it's just not felt too good. So like some sides feel like a lot better than others right now, so I don't really know. But in any case, I'd say for now go with the 2019 Worm if you were to get one of these, although I would like to have my mind change, and that's definitely a possibility. It's happened with previous cubes. So for the RS3M 2020 Plus, this is actually great. This is the Angstrom version 2, and this is like extremely smooth, kind of glidey fast. What do you call it? Lots of high momentum puzzle. Got very nice sound for one-handed too. I'd say like probably good comparisons would be something like combination of the Worm 2019 and the Valk. It feels a lot like the original Valk actually. That kind of scratchy feel that you got from it. But in terms of just sheer performance, so again, same thing. This cube is like $18 for this full version. I think the original like one without the mods is like $9. So I think what do you call it? If you this is definitely as good as it gets when it comes to top tier cubes at a great price. I know world class cubers, right? Like Dylan Miller is using it as his main right now. So can't go wrong. And presently I'm thinking I don't have my Worm 2019 on me right now, so I've been using this cube as my main, and it's very good. I think the only disadvantage really is the corner cutting. It's not that it's bad, it just takes more force than on say the 2019 version. So it's like if I go from here and try cutting, it won't really go until I push pretty far up and put a lot of force into it. So when I'm doing like a faster solve, right, like say like here, I can end up catching a bit, but as you can see, that doesn't happen too often. Like that was just pretty smooth, very smooth. So this is actually an excellent cube. Would highly recommend. The price by far as good as it gets at the price, and might even be the best cube in the market for a lot of people. So yeah, this is great. So yeah, overall I'd say I'd recommend the these three, the Megaminx, the 2020 RS3M, and the Ausu Worm Mystic version. So these are Angstrom, this one's Mystic. And then for these two, I'd say I would not really recommend the Worm 2021. I think you're just better off with the 2019 version or the RS3M 2020 for now. But my opinion might change. And then this Laritask Valk 5, I mean, I'm still kind of feeling it out, but I'd say that the Angstrom one is just better lube. So unless you really want to get something immediately good out of the without much break-in, or like you really don't do 5x5 much, so you don't have time to break in your cubes at all, in which case you might as well just get like a stock MGC, because no need to get a Valk 5. And in that case, I'd say I do prefer the Angstrom version over this one, just because it's like more thoroughly lubed. But that's also personal preference, so I think some people might like this. but I'd say in general, I'd say take Angstrom and then take either the Worm 2019 or the RS3M 2020 for that. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.